Is that the viewer I think it is? I would hope so. Oh, no. He wouldn't have left so quickly. Yeah, that definitely sent. Let's just make sure. Yeah. I only have about 39 minutes to do this, and maybe even less if I don't want to go to bed late, but yeah, I don't know. I had no motivation to do anything today, so, the fact I'm able to muster 30 so minutes, I think that's pretty good. Yes, let's go, yeah. As I was saying, I only have like 30 or so minutes to do this, like 35 probably, if I want to give myself a couple minutes to brush my teeth or whatever, and, because I don't have to shower, I did earlier, but, yeah, I had no motivation to do anything today, even though nothing was stopping me. I just didn't feel like it. So, yeah. But I'm doing it now. So, here we go. Yeah. I don't know. Because I feel like I'm at my best when I'm actually partially excited to do something, but I've got to get this thing done. So, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's weird to describe, but it's like I obviously I want to play something when like obviously I want to play something when like I'm in the right mood to do it, but it's like, I mean, then that quickly turns into an excuse. It's like you feel like only somewhat down one day, and then like you use that as an excuse, like, oh, I feel kind of down today, so I'm not gonna do anything at all. Like, that's kind of nonsense, so I'm not gonna do that, but yeah. Did I already set my... I think I already set my skills. No, I didn't. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I have. I also feel... Hold on a second. I really feel like the... Okay. Well, once we're in the trial, I can turn the sound effects down a bit, but I think I have them very loud. Like, because I can barely hear the music, which is good for, like... It's good to have the music low if I want people to be able to hear me and also hear the music in the background, but, like, now it's gotten to the point where the sound effects are about as loud as my voice, and that's not good. So I think that really is it. Yeah, that's it, literally. That's the one blue bullet. Okay. Well, and I don't want to change the difficulty because it's best when these things are hard. They take forever.
Then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
They take forever, but it's best when they're hard. Anyways, I'll turn the voices down by 1, I think, or something. And I'll also turn down the sound effects by 1 more, because I want them to be more even, so just 1, and that by 1. And now I can turn up the volume
During
a bit.
the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Quiet.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
He calls it that because he did it himself.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find
I'm just making... I'm okay with how things are right now, but I'm just making sure that the settings went through. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think that's all good. Danganronpa 2. The Adventures of Hajime Hinata. Crap. I'm gonna have to move my leg. I'm like 5 seconds away from a Charlie horse. There we go. Okay. My leg has been moved. Which is good, because, yeah, oh my god. Oh, I don't like it when it has this line right here, because it's like, it's not, a neutral. Everything that's not this game should be in a neutral state.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
Yeah, sure, Pecco.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game.
Sorta. You know, at the beginning, I thought that was a joke. Like, any resemblances are totally intended. I was thinking like, okay, well that's just the exact opposite of what every other game says, so it's just meant to be a joke. But yeah, no, it was actually true.
Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Yeah, probably not you though. Or there was this one boy who had a sister, but I don't know a boy here who has a sister. I know boys here, not boys who have sisters. And 2 boys are already dead, so.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
Yeah, judging by his, like, very over-the-top reaction, it could be possible that he is one of the... that he's the boy, but yeah, maybe not.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Oh, now everyone's gonna freak out. The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F. They call him Boy F, but as if continuing the earlier letters, but like we haven't had another boy before that, so that's kind of strange. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. Okay, oh, wait, hold on. Kuzukuro. That's why it's listed twice, so the boy... Okay. It was Kuzukuru was no Kuzuryu. I'm K. K was Fuyuhiko, right? Okay. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Okay. Well, I guess the boy didn't explicitly commit a murder, so I don't know. I don't know that. Yeah, maybe it's a Nekomaru S-word moment. I don't know. Yeah. I had a bunch of caffeine, but maybe I'm having a withdrawal moment. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that originally I was wondering who the boy was, but now I realize that was stupid. The reason why it was listed twice is because we're talking about the girl and the girl's brother. So yeah. Also, one thing I should note is that because people come to this for my commentary, one thing I should say is that I like the fact that I am kind of engaged in equal ways when playing. You know, like the way when streaming this, I'm engaged when like there's no voice acting is that I have to read the text myself, and like there's no voice acting whatsoever. I have to read all of it and provide commentary additionally and like see where everything is going. But besides that, your brain is kind of on autopilot because all you're doing is reading the text. That's where you have to get engaged with the game. But other than that, you just sort of let things run their course. But when you go here, you don't have to read off anything. You don't have to read off anything in your head if you're not streaming. You don't have to read anything out loud if you are streaming. But you do have to get engaged in the trial. You do have to use your brain to figure out what the true answer to the mystery is, and it's like it like you're equally engaged no matter what's going on in the game, and that's an interesting way they achieve that. Like, yeah, I can imagine if the game was like fully voice acted throughout, I would just sort of be like bored because it would just be like watching a movie and I'm just waiting to actually do something. First character the player was able to control was Girl A. Girl A was like Mikan, right? Of Girl A is probably... I'm pretty sure it was Mikan.
I see!
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A.
She proves it just by being herself.
Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Well, it's nice to know that Mahiru's death isn't affecting her too much. I mean, she's still her usual self.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
It's funny hearing her say that. And Hiyoko was girl B, right? Everyone hates this. Everyone hates the fact they're in the game.
I see.
They all suddenly
Girl
become
B was
lawyers.
short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Probably.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Even Mikan is getting defensive. No one likes this.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Huh. Her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique. Well, that must have been Ibuki then.
I see.
Who else is like that?
Girl C is Ibuki.
Well, Nagito is kind of hyper. He is a little energetic, and he's definitely unique, but he's not a girl. So, is she like the only one who's like that here? Like everyone else is kind of solemn, I guess. Either solemn or just really angry, but not necessarily hyper or energetic. It's just Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Okay, I'm not gonna turn the music up because then it would be turned up on like your end too, and then that would just like cause a bunch of stuff. But I am gonna bring the dialogue down, but just one more. I don't know. In the last game, I was just like so angry about how quiet the dialogue is, but like I mean, here it's like I actually want to turn it down a bit. But once again, don't say once again. It's a freaking Japanese game. I'm sorry you've played this 20 times and I just started playing it. I mean, still. Okay, Kuzuryu, thanks. Thanks. Now I know how to pronounce it. The 2 more times I'll actually have to pronounce it. Thanks.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them. Oh, well. Mahiru.
I see.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Why are we... Oh, right. It has to be Fuyuhiko.
I see.
Because of the 2 last names.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
How would
Was
he
in a
know?
Game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryu?
Because there are 2 Kuzuryus.
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll.
Yeah, you're never wrong, are you?
Since you beat the
Oops.
game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, it's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice is probably because he had an older sister. It's just a bug. He had a double role. He had a little sister.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
Yeah, he couldn't be much littler. She couldn't be much littler than Fuyuhiko, though. I mean, he's like the shortest person here.
This is what Guy F said in the game.
It's so weird seeing, like, Mahiru's picture and her hair is all desaturated because usually it's, like, the brightest red in the world. Like, if the blood was actually red in this game, her hair would just be, like, seriously. Ha ha ha, you ignored Ibuki saying cunt. When the heck did she say that? That bitch. What the hell did she do to my little sister?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, he sounds exactly like Fuyuhiko.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
Makes sense.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Ugh. I swear he's enjoying this. She flippin' dies. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. Yeah, it's kind of a... I mean, he may be a jerk, but I mean, bringing up the death of a sister in front of a bunch of people he just met like 1 week ago is maybe not the best thing in the world. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is Girl C, high school girl that died at the beginning.
I see.
Yeah. It's
The dead
unfortunate.
high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Now everyone's gonna be like pestering him.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister.
Mm-hmm.
So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Mikan's been crying for like the past 10 minutes. Are you
Why
okay
do you
there?
sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
No, he's being sarcastic.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Real.
Yeah, I have a little sister.
Had.
Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Don't go making shit up, bastard!
Nah, man, it's the
If she was
motive.
the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Yeah, your sister isn't here on this island, so like it was 2 years ago, man.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're not important to us anyway.
Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, that would... we need to have a like harder to figure out case than that. I mean, like it's too obvious. Okay. Oh, son of a... Stop. I hate that line, man. Come on, that dotted line.
That's why. I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
It doesn't necessarily mean he isn't the killer, though. But I mean, like, it only makes sense. I mean, Danganronpa can't just make it be that easy.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Okay.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Bruh. What the heck? Is that Wild Connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
You didn't hear it, you made the flippin' game, and how the heck did Monomi not know this? Why is this going
Getting
on?
killed is so violent, don't you know?
My!
Don't you know?
Such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
Oh, she really does not sound sad at all.
You guys are definitely friends.
Definitely.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl
Well, that
E,
was a waste of
correct?
time.
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Sounds like a fucking Disney prince. The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why, based on the content of the game. Girl E interfered with the murder because Girl E was the killer, because Girl E was Fuyuhiko's sister, because Girl E witnessed the murder, because Girl E was the killer. Witnessed it? No. Interfered. Oh wait, Girl E was the...
I see.
Yeah, okay. So someone... Yeah.
The reason Girl E
Why
was
did I-
killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Yeah, because Girl E killed Fuyuhiko's sister, so... What? Again, it just make it seem like... By some random coincidence, it had to be someone who wasn't Fuyuhiko, because if it really is Fuyuhiko, then this entire trial is just worthless because we're just debating something that's obvious from the beginning.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school.
Again, it just seems so obvious that it's Fuyuhiko, because if it's his sister, why would it not be him? But like, it can't be if we want it to actually if we want it to, you know, be a
What do you think, Fuyuhiko?
fulfilling trial.
Apparently, Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
Yeah. Could be a better map, but whatever.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Oh,
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
yeah, but you map in your head, don't
We
you?
get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking.
My hands are cold.
Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head.
That was something Sato, whatever her first name was.
Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that.
Dude, I had a Diet Pepsi and a coffee. Like, like it was like 14 ounces of coffee and half of a Diet Pepsi. Like that's a fair bit of caffeine, unless I accidentally had decaf. I don't know what's happening. I think I'm going through a caffeine crash, perhaps.
Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert.
Yeah, just some pervert. He didn't have a name
How
or
does
anything.
that sound?
Sounds awful.
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Yeah, so bad. I mean, real life must have really bad writing if we just randomly introduce a pervert who has nothing to do with anything else. Just a red herring. Yeah, Mikan cry. Yeah, no, Mikan don't cry. Makes everyone sad. Song says manga reference. Laugh. I don't even know what you're talking about. Eating salmon right now. Sorry, my fans suddenly got a teeny bit louder, so I thought that like it would come up as louder on my mic, but if it does, it's like very, very, very slight, so I don't mind so much.
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
God, I'm about ready to sleep, but I'll get this done with.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
Was that Mahiru or Ibuki?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
Yeah. But then they'll say that there was a spare key in the second game, just like combat complaints from the first game.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the philosophy of when a man admits that he is wrong, he is immediately forgiven for all wrongdoing? Jules. That's what happens in video games too. If the next game says, oh yeah, the last game sucked, that must mean that the last game didn't suck, right?
And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Yeah.
Then forget this.
No. You see, I don't talk in a monotone voice because I want to. I have to talk like this. If I were to talk normally, my INTP skills would immediately be reduced by roughly 40%.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Definitely not.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Isn't it obvious? Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who is waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Alright, we're finally getting some action here. Before, I was just reading everyone else's conversations. So stolen school... What? Oh, God, I hate it when the... Okay, victim's crime scene photo, Girl E's crime scene photo, stolen school swimsuit, entrance hall photo, broken vase photo.
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
Uh-huh.
what did Girl E do?
Mm-hmm.
She just broke the window in the music room.
Yes.
And escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school
Uh-huh.
to the front of the music room?
I don't know.
To go back to the music room from outside,
I haven't had something I can
you need
attack
to go
yet.
through the entrance hall.
Uh-huh. So what are we talking about here?
Plus, at the entrance...
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm assuming that it would have to be the entrance hall photo because of just, it seems like it's related. Uh-huh.
The other 4 girls should have been there.
Oh, wait, hold on.
At the entrance
Ah.
hall, the girls heard the sound of the...
How was she able to wait in front of the
There it
music?
is.
Probably used a hidden Twilight's hidden passageway as the world's best.
Okay.
After she killed the first... What did Girl
So,
E do?
she says
broke
that
the
there should
window and
be
escaped
4
out.
people
So how did
there,
Girl
but
get
there
to
are
the front
actually
of the
3
music-
people
to go back
there.
to the- You need to go through the entrance.
So-
At the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
What? That's not it? The 4 of them were at the entrance, but no, there were only 3. Oh, crap. Crap.
After she
crap,
killed the
crap,
first
crap. I just combated something Mikan said with no valid reason. What's wrong with me? Like, I mean, you shouldn't even combat what she says if you do have a valid reason, but when you don't have a valid reason, I mean, what the heck is wrong? Okay. What is wrong? It wasn't just like it wasn't a freaking ghost that took the picture. It was Mahiru. There were 4 people there. There had to have been 4 people there if someone took the photo. What's wrong with me?
What did Girl E do?
I'm very, very sorry, Mikan. You may be a fictional character, yet I'm still very, very sorry. That was my own strategic error. Oh my god.
She just broke the window in the music room. And escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
I don't know.
To go back to the music room, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Okay, obviously, I'm just attacking what I can when people
After she
mention
killed
the
first
entrance
victim in
hall.
the music room.
Let's see the broken vase photo. Uh-huh. Ooh. Yeah. These are just pictures some person took of dead bodies. It's
She
kinda
just broke the window and escaped
edgy.
outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from out, you need to go through the entrance. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been
I'm sorry, but I like speeding up her things because she literally sounds like a chipmunk. It's adorable, I swear.
Heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those?
That must be it.
She probably used a
It
hidden
wasn't the
passage.
window
Twilight's
shattering,
hidden
it was
passageway is
the
world's
vase.
best.
Or the vase, whatever you want to call it.
After
That
she
is
killed the first
objectively
vic- what did
wrong.
Girl E do?
Because that's not what
and
shattered.
escaped out.
So how did Girlie get to the front of the music? To go back to the, you need to go through.
Or
the-
maybe
Plus,
not.
at the
I don't know.
other
We'll
4
see if it
girls-
works or
The
not.
entrance
We
hall.
have
Heard the
to
sound of the window shattering.
we have to shoot in the dark sometimes.
No,
Yeah, there
that's
we go.
wrong.
I'm right. Of course I'm right. Yeah. I wasn't last
First
time.
of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
I hope Mikan can find it in her heart to forgive me.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
It was the vase.
A vase.
Yes.
Vase? How low can you go?
How low can you go, Ibuki?
After the murder,
Wanna try?
a broken vase was discovered in the
Wanna see?
classroom next to the music room.
I'm sure Harper'd want to see that.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window.
No.
It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall.
Yeah, all this stuff happens separate from everything else. Like, they don't time stuff to take into account like what the other girls are doing. You know, it's like they want to murder someone, they'll murder them whenever they want. They don't like care about poetics.
Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key.
You know, I like these games. I like the sort of like mental workout you get when you finally get to the class trials. You know, especially when it's actually hard. Like I very much enjoyed playing the last one, and I'm enjoying playing this one so far. But one thing I will say is that, like, maybe it's just because of my stupid graphic settings, but, like, the way that these games look, though I love the art style, it is a little flat, you know? It's like, I like the 3D, 2D combination, but, like, I feel like there could be some more shadows, right? And again, it could just be my stupid graphic settings, but if it's not, I feel like you could have more shadows. Things could be more saturated, you know, because like it depends on your computer screen. But on my end, like no one has any color in their face or anything. It's like, I mean, I didn't even know Mikan was blushing until I moved my screen. I just like it was, you know, everyone's so pale, everything is so, just, whatever, you know, they could add some color, but you know, just I'm not complaining that much. It's not a big thing.
With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway and went
I'm
back to
sorry.
wait in front of the music
I didn't
room.
mean to do that. Yeah. It was when you tilt your screen backwards, it adds like extra darkness, but like you can only tilt it back so much before you're adding too much. Yeah. I think I just tilted it back a bit. I think that's
All she
I think
had to
that's
do
good.
was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
Yeah. This is a stupid place to stop, but like I should really stop right here because I have to brush my teeth and use the bathroom and wash my face or whatever, and yeah. I'm sorry I had like no energy this stream, but like I don't know. I haven't even had a particularly rough day. I just haven't had like the energy to do much, so I can't really put my all into this video. So yeah, eating salmon right now. Nekumaro shit. Yep, Nekumaro shit, man. Nekumaro shit. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed this. I'm in such a sleepy mood, I can't even believe it. I hope to see you in the next stream. School is only... Here's the thing, I should mention this, and I'm gonna get some energy in my voice, because all she had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. I'll have 2 number 9, I'll have 2 Mikan body pillows, a bag of Mikan candies, large, a number 7 Mikan, I don't know, keychain, another number 7, 2 number 45 Mikan sodas, 1 diet, because I'm on a diet trying to conserve calories, and a large, I don't know, just a large actual Mekon, just like oversized Mekon, and give. She wouldn't like that though, because she doesn't like oversized things. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that. What I was gonna say, that school will be out in just a couple more days. Tomorrow's Sunday, and then I'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday we get out of school early, and we don't do anything the whole week. Pretty much, we have end of the year tests, but besides that, I mean, and especially for classes that don't even have the end of the year tests, it's like it's literally we don't do anything. We watch movies, or we read books, or we play board games. Like the last 3 days of school are nothing of any importance. So, but regardless, school is almost out, so you might be thinking like, okay, you have the entire day to do whatever you want for 3 straight months. I mean, obviously you should be more productive. Well, maybe, but it's not going to be because I'll have more time necessarily. I mean, I'll have some more time, but it's going to be more because of a change in attitude, I guess, knowing that I'm sort of more free because I'm actually going to get a summer job. Not because I chose to, because my parents said I have to. They want me to do something this summer, which, I mean, in total fairness to them, it's not like I would pursue any hobbies or anything if they didn't force me to. There's an issue with the license. Tell me what the issue is when the stream is ended, but yeah, anyways, I may have, like, slightly more time. Obviously, it's a summer job, so the hours should be pretty flexible. It's not going to be like 9 to 5 out of 7 days a week. It'll be maybe 3 days for however many hours. It won't be, it won't be that much of a commitment, but I will have days where I can't do as much. Maybe some days where I can't do anything because I'll be working. And my brother has decided I've taken too long. My brother's leaving before me. Now I'm going to be late. Mom and Dad are going to be pissed off because I'm late. But, yeah. He's opening the door. He's shutting the door. And, there's a video that isn't even by you in it about a movie soundtrack. Well, I did tell you to wait. No Country for Old I'm sure it's not about the soundtrack. Give me a second here. No Country for Old Men barely has a soundtrack. Yeah, I would leave just now, but my brother decided to get ready before me, and I guess it's my own fault, but still. Where is the playlist? There it is. Yeah, I only made 8 videos, and there are 9 here, so there's definitely an issue. What's this? No Country for Old Men does not have a soundtrack. I wrote No Country for Old Men, so nothing about the soundtrack whatsoever. Yeah, okay. Thanks for bringing this tremendous issue to my attention, sir. Yeah. Anyways, that shouldn't have been there, I agree. Just, yeah. That was... Anton Chigurh is from No Country for Old Men, and I sent you that image the other day. He's literally an INTP. Like, it's weird, like, when you think you think L is an INTP, and you're thinking, like, okay, well, everyone's like this sort of monotone, smart introvert who's very perceptive about things, who's, like, always analyzing things and stuff. But, like, then you realize, because I think I was looking up INTPs, and I wasn't looking for Danganronpa characters as to avoid spoilers, but, like, Chiaki came up, which is, like, I mean, she does kind of act like L, so it makes sense. But then Patrick Star came up, George Costanza came up, and I'm thinking, like, okay, on the outside these people are goofballs, but on the inside they're the same. They technically have the same personality type as, like, L. But, like, I mean, No Country for Old Men, although he's not, like, a goofball, you wouldn't expect, I mean, Anton, you wouldn't expect him to be the same personality as L, because L is actually a good guy. I mean, he has his darker moments, but it's not like he has no remorse or anything. I mean, he's a good guy. But, I mean, Anton is like a psychopath through and through. He kills people, anyone who gets in his way, and it's like, I mean, that may be a spoiler for some people, but it's like, I mean, he's the main villain, right? It's like, it's an R-rated movie, and he's, like, shown as the main villain, so I don't think that's that much of a spoiler, but I'll quit talking, yeah. So, yeah, And again, I wasn't looking up Danganronpa characters. I didn't want to get spoiled of anything because I think they like show characters twice if they appear in two different things. So like it would be a really bad idea. I was just scrolling through for INTPs and Chiaki came up. So yeah. So, but that makes sense. But like freaking Patrick Star is just L in disguise. Yeah, whatever.